Hi again. I'm Rachel from LitExtension again, and I'm very honored to be here today to share with you what LitExtension is doing to help online merchants in general and Shopify merchants in particular. So before going into more details about what we do, I'd like to share briefly some background information about online shopping. So let's get started. Okay, so according to Statista, in 2019, there are 1.92 billion digital buyers and this number is expected to be 2.5 billion in 2020. Also, the e-commerce sales is predicted to account for 60.1% of retail purchases worldwide. Obviously, these are not small numbers, and we all know that, and they foster business need to digitize their physical store, or if you already running an e-commerce store, you would like to keep it well maintained and up to date. So in order to do so, the very first thing is to make sure that your store is running on the best e-commerce platform. So understand merchants need to stay competitive. LitExtension provide an automated solution that can help merchants easily switch their stores from current platform to a more robust one without leaving any interruption to your current business. As we all may know, Shopify is among the most popular e-commerce platform due to affordable price, ease of use, powerful tools, responsive themes, and so on. And this is also the platform that most of our customers decided to move their old stores to. So to be more specific, after analyzing more than 10,000 projects, we found that more than 26% of them are migration to Shopify. However, migration to Shopify or replatforming is not easy because it requires a lot of time, effort, technical knowledge, and most importantly, it can entail many possible risks. How? So when it comes to migration to Shopify, the common approach that many merchants take is exporting data from your old platform and then importing them into Shopify. However, this method has many cons. So firstly, Shopify only allows you to import products and customers. So for the unsupported data, you have to copy and paste manually, and which means that a lot is extremely time consuming. Moreover, when applying this method, you cannot keep the connection among data, and you will also have to spend hours or even days comparing the data structures between two platforms to ensure the data compatibility, which also means that this method requires a lot of technical skills. So when examining problems that many merchants have to encounter when performing a task that could make or break their business, LitExtension's team has been encouraged to invent a solution that can save merchant times, effort, and most importantly, to bring the highest completion and accuracy for your migration. So with LitExtension, you can migrate almost everything automatically. So including products, customers, orders, and so on to Shopify. And of course, the data that you can migrate won't depend on what platform you are currently using. So at the moment, LitExtension is supporting more than 100 platforms and even custom websites. We also provide some additional options that you can expand that can help you expand your migration possibilities. For example, create 301 redirects automatically so that you can maintain the SEO rankings after the migration. So lastly, if you want to keep an extension's functionalities on your source store in Shopify, we can help to do it so also. For example, you want to migrate subscription data from WooCommerce subscription app to Shopify. We can help you to do it to migrate the subscription data to Shopify Bolt app or Shopify Recharge app. That's about the more functionalities of LitExtension too. So now let's move on with how to run migration with LitExtension. So you can either start your migration on our app on Shopify App Store or directly on our website at litextension.com. After clicking Add App, you will need to click Install App right here, and then you will be immediately directed to LitExtension migration page. Here you need to input your store's information like your source store URL or your admin username or your password to configure your migration. The next step is to select the entities that you want to migrate. And you can also select the additional options. And here you can also have a chance to match your order status. So once finished, you can click next to start the free migration. So the demo migration will only migrate 20 entities of your store. And after that, if you're happy with the result, you can proceed with the full migration. As soon as you start the migration, you can shut down your PC or disconnect the internet because it won't be running seamlessly on our server. And once it's done, we will send you an email. After the migration, we also have some options like recent migration, smart update, or remigration to transfer the data that have newly appeared in your source store after the migration. Now let's move on to why many merchants have chosen LitExtension. First of all, we offer affordable price. With the quality that we provide, our price starts from only $19. And secondly, we provide a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means if you ain't satisfied with your result, we will get back your money. Third, we have a dedicated support team and a lot of support channels like ticket, phone, live chat, or email. And lastly, we have a set of practices, technologies, and policy in place to ensure the highest level of security for your data. That's about LitExtension. And if you have more questions about how we work, don't hesitate to contact us by the live chat on website or via email. And before ending my presentation, I'd like to offer merchants who are attending this event a 20% discount. So please enter Shopify Roadshow for when you check out for our migration packages. So thanks for listening.
That's awesome, Rachel. Thanks so much for sharing. I'll just go through some of the questions that came in. I'll start off with Ross. So they're asking, like, do you have any packages that allow me to hire your team to perform the migration?
Oh, yeah, good question. So we also have a package, an all-in-one migration package, in which you can hire our shopping cart migration experts to take care of your migration from A to Z, which means our migration experts will not only migrate your data, but they will also take care of the tasks before and after the migration. For example, target cart installation, and then they will test the result after the migration to check if all the data that whether all the data are transferred correctly to Shopify.
Okay, and we have anonymous. If I choose the 301 redirect option, will my URLs be redirected while my source store is still working?
Oh, so if your source store is still working, the URL will not be redirected. Only when the URL meet 404 error, it will be direct to your target store.
Got it. And what is the migration cost, and how long does the migration last?
Oh, okay. So that's a tough question. So LitExtension has a pricing tool here. And then, do you see my screen? Oh, right, okay. So here you can select your source store and your target store and type in the number of products, customers, and orders you want to migrate. And then we will estimate how much you're gonna pay, and then the time estimation, like how long does the migration take.
Okay, and from Christina, can you migrate from Wix site to Shopify?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And one last question, do I have to pay extra for recent data migration and remigration?
Oh, no, you don't have to pay anything. So recent data migration and remigration will be performed unlimited times and for free within 3 months since your first migration.
Awesome. I think you've answered all the questions for now, and do keep a lookout in case they just come in. So thanks so much, Rachel.